Today I'm going to show you how to alternate colors with a prayer rope. I had someone ask me about this in the comments, and I've picked red and blue because they have pretty good contrast. And I will show you using the two-string method. First, I'm going to have red. I'm going to start with red, and I just did a little slip knot up here for tying them all together. And with that, we're going to make the Mickey Mouse ears. Then we're going to make the box. Then we come around. We have our cross right there. And then we put it over our thumb. We go around here with the one on your right. We put it back behind these. And we take the one on the left, go under the one that was formerly right. We've got our box. Then we're going to take the blue. This is the important part. We're going to slip it under the first band of strings in our box here and over the second band. Then we're going to grab hold of the first string from your pointer finger. We're going to go down like that. We're going to grab the only loop that's going around your middle finger. We're going to go down like that. And then we're going to tie it off, or pull it, not tie it off. We're going to pull down on those two strings, and we're going to tighten it around the blue. And we're going to slip all that off of our pointer finger. And then we tighten that. And then we pull the blue through. You can see right there. And then we're going to grab our needle, and we're going to go in and do a normal two-string knot. So that we go around like this. You'll have to forgive me here because I didn't set up the lighting too terribly well. We go around like that. And then we get this other loop through like this. And we do the other loop. So we grab this one right here, pull it through, and we grab that one right there, pull it through, and we take our loop around here, and pull it through, and then we pull down on the bottom strings. So if you don't already know how to tie a prayer rope with two strings or two strands, then you need to work on that before you go to this. There's our first knot, and we're going to go ahead and put the reds back. Then we're going to grab the blue, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make our Mickey Mouse ears. And put it over the third finger, put it over the thumb. We're going to come around, make the cross in the box, pull it over our thumb, take this around, the right string around, put it through the crook of your thumb and your finger, take the left string, pull it under what was formerly the right string, bring it down on this side between your finger and your pointer finger and your middle finger. We've got our box. And this is where I always want to forget. I'm doing two of these, so two different knots, or two different colors of knots. So we take the red, we're going to pull it under strand of strings on the top of the box and over the strand of strings in the bottom of the box. Then we're going to do our normal knot. Going to find that one coming right off of our pointer finger. We're going to come right over here on this one and find the loop that's around our middle finger, only our middle finger. And we're going to tighten that all up so it looks pretty enough. And we're going to pull it tight on both loops here. Then we're going to grab the red and pull it down so that now we have blue over here. And then we're going to take our needle and we're going to grab an extra set of glasses because my eyeballs are not working this morning. Okay. Then we're going to go on through here just like we did with the red. And probably easier not to use what I'm using, which is the merino wool, because this one requires the 2-string knot method requires a lot of digging with your needle, and merino is such a soft wool that it easily gets goofed up, but I'm doing it anyway because that's all I have on hand right now. It's better to use a worsted wear if you can with the 2-string knot method. If you know anything about yarn fabrics, although I hardly know anything at all, but I have picked up everything I've learned by ordering online. So then I've got to grab the correct one here, which is easier said than done. What am I missing? Ah, there we go. All right. Then we do the other loop. Now this is going to make your knots a lot tighter than normal. So I know many people with the 2-string prayer ropes, the first thing I do when I give somebody a prayer rope, the first thing they do is pull it out so they can, and that's why I like using the 4-string method, because it's got a kind of a spring to it, so that when you pull it out like that, it can go back somewhat to its former shape. And I like to use merino with the full 4 strings so that you can separate the knots, but for the most part they stay as they were when I made it, so that because some people, I know when I got my first prayer rope, the first thing I did was yank it apart, and my wife had made it for me, my ex-wife now, but had made it for me. She taught me how to make prayer ropes. Wonderful woman. She's Orthodox now. Anyway, you will be able to do that somewhat with these, but not as much as if it was just not as much as if you were just doing the 2-strand knot method and only one color. And then we can take out that slip knot, and you can see right there that we have a red knot and then a blue knot. And I will do one more red knot just to go over it one more time. So we're gonna put the blue back behind here. We're gonna take the red, make the Mickey Mouse ears, make your box, then go over here, make your cross in the box, come around with the right, and then in between the crook of your pointer finger and your thumb to make that now the left, and you're going to take what was the left and go under that and come over here, and you've got your box. Now that you've got your box, don't forget that you're doing 2 different colors. You're going to pull the blue through the top bunch of string and then over the bottom bunch of string. Okay? Then you're going to dig through here and get to your one that's coming straight off of from the very beginning, or from the last knot. It's right here on your pointer finger. Going to drop those other ones, put it on your thumb. Going to take this one that's only around your middle finger and not your ring finger. Going to pull those off and put that back on there. And then we tighten those loops by pulling them out. We pull the blue down so only the red is showing. And I hope you can see this because I only have the camera mount and I'm trying to keep in frame here, but I don't know really where the frame is while I'm doing this. But there we go. We go pull the first one through, pull the second one through, and you can see right there I grabbed hold part of another piece, and so this is why merino is really not the greatest for this way of making the prayer rope knot, because you end up digging in here with the needle so much that it starts to come unraveled, and it's just not the best wool for this particular knot. Okay. Come through here. Of course, I could also be a little more gentle, even in my old age. Come through here. You always want to pinch it when you're coming through with the second loop on the second hole there, or the second time you pull through, because